Today, we are connecting to our ancestors of peace and compassion to receive their peace and compassion for the 4th of July, 2022. We are here today through this practice to develop and bring in energy that is healing for all involved. For those who make this intention, for those who view this at any time, for those who may hear this, for those who are attuned to receiving the energy we are sending forth. Even if it is just me alone in this time and moment, to send forth this energy to say that now, in this time, we are gathered in the midst of all of these uproars and conflicts and legal debates and judicial maneuvers and judicial coups. We are here as energetic beings to continue to send forth the energy that supports true life and freedom. We are here today in this 4-movement ancestral connection to simply expand the energy for the creation of this democratic ideal that created this country. In order to call the energy of the ancestors to us, first we need to clear up the energy that is around us right now. We need to clear up first as we prepare to celebrate what many call the creation or the freedom of this country, when many others of us recognize that on some levels, this celebration is not quite true, because this country was built upon a dream, an ideal, which we all love and revere, which has influenced the whole world, the ideal of a true democracy in which all human beings are treated equally. But that was never, even at the beginning of this country, true. Each group other than the wealthy white man has had to fight to be included as human beings in this country and to have free and equal rights. And yet now, once again, that level of freedom which the quote unquote founding fathers established has not yet manifested and is always under threat and has been threatened for a significant portion of the population, in which laws have been passed to limit individual freedom of a person's own body. So in order to call in the ancestors for peace and compassion, we must first release the ancestral wrongs, the ancestral not truths, the ancestral moving around the edges instead of saying squarely, this is the ideal of democracy in which all human beings are equal, regardless of sex, color, gender, all human beings. And ideally, all sentient beings are equal, but at least all human beings. This is the ideal we strive for. It has not yet been achieved, and this is what we are doing because those who are our ancestors for peace and compassion are telling us this, that we cannot have peace and compassion. We can't even have it for ourselves until we admit our own truths and our own failings to fulfill or to live up to the ideals we've established. So this country that's celebrating its holiday on the 4th of July, this country called the United States of America, is at a point now to see, will it still be a United States of America in 80 years from now? I won't be here. Most of us won't be here, but your children and your grandchildren and my nieces and grandnieces and great-grandnieces and nephews. So let us release now from our energetic space, from our energetic beings, all the ancient, the ancestral, divisions and lies and half-truths and political maneuverings that have prevented this country from yet achieving its full goal of true democracy. So we are going to breathe out and release that past. Breathe in, breathe out. 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 Now, we're going to state the intention of this connection. And the intention is for us to connect with our ancestors so that we are able to recognize and accept the full responsibility to maintain freedom and to fulfill the dream of democracy. And to fulfill the dream of democracy, we have to use the tools that all great countries and governments have used: collaboration, compromise, and compassion. Those are the tools we use to bring peace and build peace in this fractured country. And the most important of these is compassion. So with this intention, let us breathe in this intention that we are calling through this connection to receive the guidance from our ancestors, to begin to function with collaboration, compromise, and compassion, or at least collaboration, courage, and compassion, to serve and protect and proliferate our democracy. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. So now we have made our intention. We've released the past. And now it's time for us to welcome our ancestors and to call them to come into our space, not too close, but within, right outside of the aura, to come and guide us this 4th of July, to think about what it takes to protect democracy, to help us know what does freedom really mean for a country filled with so many different people from different backgrounds, different experiences, different sexes, different family lineages, different religious lineages. This vast, wonderful, beautiful country that people fail to recognize. We are the ones here left to protect it and protect each other. So we're calling on our ancestors, those who are true ancestors, the ancestors of peace and compassion. We're calling on the ancestors who have gained the conscious wisdom, the conscious energetic wisdom to guide us energetically, to know how to bring about collaboration, compromise courageously and with compassion, so that we can, in our interpersonal lives, in our family lives, in our communities, in our states, in this country as a whole, really practice the ideals of this democracy. And at the bare minimum, act with compassion against those groups and people who are being targeted by judicial decisions and laws when people have not broken any laws to hurt anyone, but want to live their own lives as free people. So we call on our ancestors, the ancestors of consciousness and energy who have ascended. Whether your ancestors are from your bloodline family, your religious family, your educational family, your career family, your spiritual family, calling on those wise ancestors to come to us now and guide us in this tricky times that we're living in which we're celebrating, and many people are crying and weeping, and doors have been opened to leading to harm and to more suffering. So we call on those ancestors of peace and compassion to join us now. Breathe in. Breathe out. 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 And now we can feel the presence of the ancestors of peace and compassion coming, surrounding us to guide us, to give us the wisdom and the knowledge that we need to build a bridge over these gulfs that some say are not bridgeable, and to give us the courage to face and say these are real threats of destruction and violence. So what are we going to do, and how do we have the energy and the courage and the knowledge to act with compassion? The desire not only for people to not suffer, but to alleviate suffering. And how do we do that? Ethically, with value, honestly, understanding that we are all humans, basically wanting the same things, but not all the time understanding that. So now we are calling on the wisdom and energy of our ancestors of peace and compassion who have gathered energetically around us. Breathe in, breathe out. 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 Now we have received and accepted the energy of our ancestors for peace and compassion. We turn to them, to those hundreds, if not thousands of years in our individual lineages who have gained through their constant striving for wisdom to give to us. Because we are here because of those in our lineage who cared for us and nurtured us. And maybe they may not be our biological lineage, but someone cared so that we are here, and you listened to this and participated in this practice. And energy flows. It flows with thoughts. And it is so easy to get caught up in the fear. But we have received today from our ancestors the courage, the wisdom, the knowledge, to proceed with care, with collaboration, with compromise, with courage, and above all, with compassion. And we are taking that energy from our ancestors, and it is entering through the top of our heads, coming into that focus, the third eye, the pineal gland, giving us the discernment and the wisdom, the courage, commitment, into our throat to speak the words of courage and care and compassion, to our heart, that we act always from that point of unattached, energetic love and compassion. And to our solar plexus for the energy, the commitment, the endurance, the courage to continue on, to continue to be lights and joy and grace in the face of every obstacle, in the face of everything that seems meant to destroy community, to destroy individual identity and freedom, to destroy communities. With courage, with compassion, with the guidance of our ancestors, we will continue. Thank you for joining in this practice. Please share it with anyone you think will benefit, and just sharing it shares the energy. I do this even if no one ever hears or sees it. The energy has been sent forth into the energetic sphere of this energetic universe we exist in. And if you're so motivated, please support the work in the ways that are listed below. Until next week, remember to smile, breathe deeply, and be grateful.